Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we're back with another Kumi video. This time we have four colors, or four strings rather, that are the same, and four that are in a fade. So we're going with this pattern here. This is pattern 665 over on friendshipbracelets.net. Yes, they do Kumi patterns as well as the bracelet ones. So you can see how this is supposed to have a fade. In this example, they had purple. It doesn't matter. We have blue string, and a light blue is the solid. So that's the light blues are in the place where the black ones are. And Mandy's putting down all the strings like normal, but you know, just following this little pattern here. Now, what you need to do is watch what this next step is. She's going to take the first two strings that would cross each other, and she's going to tie them into a knot. And this is a great thing that we discovered, because what it does is it keeps it from unraveling while you're getting your bracelet set up and getting going with it. Or even if you were to make a bracelet out of the Kumi itself, having this little knot just keeps the whole thing from unraveling, because it's just a braid, right? If you've ever braided strings together, you know that as soon as you let go, the last couple ones kind of fall out. This is how you prevent that from happening. So the first two gets tied in knot, and then it's simply the bottom left goes up, top right comes down, rotate it counterclockwise to the next one. And there's a lot of that. If you haven't seen these videos before, that part is really repetitive, and that's why we're speeding this up, because you can see what's happening. But it's just the same always. Bottom left up, top right down. And it keeps there always is two strings at any given side. If you have to stop for some reason, let's say you need to stop and maybe go use the toilet or something, leave the one string up so there's three at the top, and then when you come back, you'll know that one comes down, you'll know where you left off. It makes it really, really simple. And that really comes in handy if you are, like I said, in fact, making a whole bracelet as opposed to just a simple little loop like what we're doing for this. So yes, this is a loop for the pattern that I will be working on tomorrow. I'll be making the bracelet tomorrow. You may have seen yesterday's video where I did the whole pattern making for it. So it's an interesting pattern. I don't know. It's kind of like an arrowhead, but it's not. It's something really, really different from anything I've really ever done before. So a little bit of anxiety there, a little uncertainty of what's gonna come my way, but we'll work through it, and I'll let you know how it goes tomorrow. Meanwhile, like I said, this is super repetitive. It's just gonna keep doing the same left up, right one down. I don't think it takes a lot of practice before you can get kind of good at it. I think getting good at it is where you recognize certain patterns, and you can just from your head you can figure out where you want to put your strings. But yeah, it's really simple, guys. Honestly, if you're on the fence about whether or not you want to try to up your bracelet game and have these cool loops in there, I say go for it. They're really, really neat. It makes something very pretty, and I don't know. I fell in love with it immediately. I've been having Mandy make my loops for, how long has it been now? Gosh, years. Several years, many years. I wonder, yeah, I think most of all my videos have had the Kumi braids. So that's been at least a couple years. But thinking back, back when my first bag was made, that was a really long time ago. And that we were doing the Kumis back then, so yeah, I'll try to do some research. Next Kumi video, I'll have some insight on that, because now my brain is is really trying to work out like when the big change happened. I want to say it's been almost 11 years. That's crazy. Anyways, it's possibly why my wife is so good at it. She's had that long of practicing. Oh, I told you before, like when this goes, like to know the length of it, it has to go to where the same colors are when they started. Because the ones facing north and south are both white, it looks like it landed where it started, but it wasn't. It was upside down, and it still had another halfway around the whole disc to go. So that's something to kind of watch for, is that it looks like you got to it, but it wasn't. So, and here we come to the end of it. It's finally, the white ones are at the top, the white ones at the bottom, for the second time. And now the last two strings get tied in a knot. Again, this just keeps it from unraveling. It keeps it looking nice and neat. It's just a square knot, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. There we go. And then we pull all the strings out of the disc. The big reveal. And you'll notice it's really small until you pull it. See? And then it gets bigger. And that is my loop. And here's a bit of a close-up of what it looks like. I think it's gorgeous. It really is going to add something to this bracelet. So hey, thanks for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.